Yeah, what's up? It's Kyle here, which can only mean one thing. Big things popping, little things stopping. So just sit back and enjoy the view. For the VIP lounge, it's for people better than you. What's up, guys? It's Kyle here with the wrestling topic. This is going to be two videos. I'm going to cut it up here. This is going to be part one. It's going to be on John Cena. 5 reasons why people just don't like John Cena. And it may be even more because I'm doing this off the fly. I haven't made a list, so I may add some things as this video progresses. But I just wanted to talk about this. I really did. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think here where to start. But once again, like I said, this is part one. I've said it a lot of times. A lot of people think I hate John Cena. So many of my friends and stuff that watch wrestling, they think I hate John Cena. And I don't know how many times I have to say and clarify it. John Cena, the person, I don't hate. I think John Cena is a decent, laid-back, cool guy, cool cat you can hang with. It's the on-screen character John Cena I hate with such a fiery passion. There's a difference between the person and the character. Character and the person, I keep separate. Person, I don't have a problem with. Character, on-screen character, I hate, like I said, I hate it to heck. Character, person, learn to separate those two people. Learn to separate those two. Reason number one, I think a lot of people just dislike John Cena so much, is his character. John Cena's character is, it's very, 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 very bland. John Cena's been the number one guy. John Cena's been in WWE for 11 years now, going on 11 years. He's been the top guy about 8 or 9 out of that 11. And it's like, he's just been spinning this. He's just been spinning the same wheel for so long. And it's like, it's like, dude, you're whack. It's like, when you're gonna change up a bit. It's like, and I hate when WWE they will say John Cena's when he gets booed, they will say John Cena is the most controversial superstar the WWE has ever known in history. And it's like, really, just no, he's not. Because let's be honest here. I mean, John Cena goes, I don't care if you cheer me or hate me or love me or boo me. I'm gonna always do the right thing. I don't care, Randy Orton, if you kick my father in the head. I don't care if you take my spinner belt and you throw it in the trash. I don't care. Once I got my divorce from my high school sweetheart, I'll always have and put on a happy face. I mean, I don't care you beat my brains out with a chair and make me bleed. I'm always gonna put on a happy face. I mean, it's annoying, and let's be honest, it's unrealistic because I don't care how much of a positive person you are in life. I don't care how much of a happy-go-lucky person you are in life. You're 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a week, 65 days a year. You're not going to be someone who's always going to be like, I don't care what blows my way and what comes by me. I'm going to put on a happy face. It's just unrealistic, and it's just like, dude, you're lame as hell. John Cena can be a good guy, but at least get some edge. John Cena's not edgy. He's corny. He comes off as very, very corny / phony, and I hate to be one of those guys to compare today's talent with yesterday, but my God, reason why guys like Austin and Rock were so beloved as good guys were because they were good guys with some edge to them. What's his name has no edge at all whatsoever. He's just so white meat babyface. In my opinion, I say to the point, maybe not even on par, but even probably maybe far eclipsing Hogan and just being such a good soldier, American patriot soldier. It's ridiculous. Second thing, which goes to another thing, I think a reason why John Cena is disliked so much is his promos. John Cena's promos are just bland. He's not a good talker to me. He was good when he did the whole Thugonomics thing, but once he dropped that, John Cena just really just didn't become a good talker. Just no. Just no. He has his little moments, so he can be funny, ha, but that's very rare. It's a lightning in the bottle moment when John Cena can say something that's relatable and that you could agree with and be like, yeah, you tell him off, Cena. Very rare. Lightning in the bottle, like I said. It comes once every 4 years. John Cena's promos are just no. Just no. And that also goes into John Cena's another thing. John Cena's another thing, part of John Cena, a lot of reason why people just dislike John Cena so much is John Cena's his thing to beat up everybody. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, John Cena, I mean, yeah, you can say, okay, John Cena's he's beating everybody there is to beat. He just blows through everybody, and it's like when you have an opponent that goes up against John Cena, you as a fan going in it, it's so predictable. One, it's predictable, and two, it's completely one-sided because it's like John Cena's beating like 60 of these dudes on the roster. So what's one more guy going to make a difference? It's really not, because he's just gonna beat the hell out of him. And now if I'm doing that, John Cena, he'll get beat up like 99% of the match, but then that 1% he'll get like, he'll do the arm block, half full Nelson. I mean half Nelson. You can't see me. 5 knuckle shuffle, attitude adjustment, pin, win. You're done. And it's like, what? Like, what the hell just happened there? Like, he just got the hell brutally beat out of him, and then the rest of 5% of the match, he just takes over with 5 moves? Really? That's it? And I know there are going to be some people out there and say, hey, you had guys like Goldberg who had an undefeated streak and who blew through everybody, undefeated streak, beating everybody. You didn't complain. Or somebody even say, hey, Brock Lesnar, who also he didn't have an undefeated streak, but he rarely lost a match. So it's the same thing with John Cena. So why are you just hating on Cena? No. Here's the difference between Cena and those two other men. If you try to throw that at me and use that as an excuse and try to defend Cena. Yes, Goldberg squashed everyone. He had an undefeated streak and he beat all the biggest names in WCW. But here's the difference. Goldberg was likable to the masses. He appealed to the masses. Goldberg, even though he didn't have mic skills and he didn't talk, Goldberg was an intimidating son of a bitch. He had an intimidating presence. He had power moves that were just I mean, you could say all you want. Goldberg was a one-dimensional babyface monster that just squished everybody. But he was an intimidating SOB, and it was cool. He had an edge to him. Even though he didn't have to speak, you just saw the intensity of Goldberg, which gave him an automatic edge, and it made you like him as a babyface. When you had Brock Lesnar, whether Brock Lesnar was a heel or whether Brock Lesnar was a babyface, Brock Lesnar had the same thing. Brock Lesnar had an edge to him. Brock Lesnar had an intimidating presence to him. Brock Lesnar was an intimidating SOB. And Brock Lesnar put on phenomenal matches. Not saying that John Cena had any good matches in his career either, but I'm just saying that's the big difference between John Cena and Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Like I said, if you want to try to throw that at me as an excuse, because that just won't fly. John Cena is just the ultimate good guy, and it's just like it's annoying. If John Cena had some edge to him and stopped doing the same shtick that he's been doing over the last 8 or 9 years, by him beating everybody, people probably wouldn't have a problem with it. People probably would not have a problem with it. But by him being undefeated so much, or rarely losing, just beating everybody, and him having this bland, corny persona, it really does not do Cena any favors whatsoever from a fan's perspective, at least amongst the older demographic. You know, and that's the one thing I think that a lot of people just dislike about John Cena is that he just wins. And even if he does lose, he ends up getting his payback. It's like John Cena's going to get the last laugh either way. It's like, okay, and that's the problem I have with WWE, and I think with John Cena is that John Cena can't be able to say, okay, I've beaten the top 10 guys from, you know, the modern era and from yesterday's era. But there's this one guy who I just couldn't beat out my entire career. And John Cena be fine and, you know, like, that's it. No, that's not enough. John Cena has to beat everybody. That one person that he couldn't beat, he has to get his win back. He just got to get his win back because it's all about hustle, loyalty, respect, chain gang, thugonomics, you can't see me. Never give up. It's all about that. And it's just no. This is it for part 1. I'm going to be doing part 2 right now. So this is part 1. Leave your comment box on your thoughts about the stuff I've mentioned so far in the box below on part 1, because I'm about to do part 2.